Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations, David Griffin. Zion Williamson has had a setback while rehabbing his hamstring injury. This happened last week. He got the news last week at home before the Pels' recent road trip. Zion now set to miss multiple weeks after the upcoming All-Star break. That also, according to Griffin. Z has only played in half of the Pelicans' games this season. Certainly not what he was planning on. Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much can the Pelicans trust Zion's health moving forward?
What's a lower number than 0? Skip, it is what it is. Skip, I can't come out here and say, oh, this is just a... Skip, he got hurt in college, and I understand it was a freak incident. But every injury that he's had has been freak. He jumps up, he lands, he limps off, he tears a meniscus, or he hurts his knee, or he got a foot injury, or it's his hamstring. Skip, you talking about he missed half the game this season. Hell, he missed half the game in his career. So what am I supposed to believe? Am I supposed to believe what I think is going to happen or what I see happen to the kid every single year? He missed it basically his first year. He played, 60 games his second year. Then he damn near misses all of his third. It is what it is. They should have zero confidence that Zion Williamson will be healthy at any point in time in his career. It seems to be a recurring theme. At some point in time during the season, Skip, he's going to miss time. And I'm not talking about load management time. I'm talking about significant time. Because a man his size shouldn't be able to move and jump like it does. It just doesn't make sense. An 18-wheeler shouldn't be able to handle like a Formula One car. If it does, things are going to happen. He's a Formula One car in an 18-wheeler's body. All that starting and stopping is a lot on a man that size. So, Skip, it is what it is. I wish the kid could stay healthy, but I told you when we talked about it, I said, Skip, my concerns is his health. Can he be on the court for significant periods of time? And the answer to that question, since he's been in the NBA, is no. I hate it for the kid. I want to see him play because when he plays, boy, he hell on the court. But, Skip, I haven't seen a whole lot of that. It is what it is.
Just for the record, when he does play, he is truly unstoppable.
Yes.
He is a human wrecking ball.
Yes.
The likes of which I've never seen before.
He's a more athletic Charles Barkley.
He is. Do I? All right, scale of 1 to 10. Going forward, I'm going to still give him a 5. You're less than 0.
How? Based on what, Skip?
Based on the current injury, which is not career-threatening. When you tell me knees and backs, I got big cause to pause. But when you tell me hamstring, I can live with it. When I've watched him this year, his weight is down some. He has tried. He has recommitted to his diet, his nutrition, his exercise, his cardio. He looks, I don't know, 10, 15 pounds lighter than he used to be.
Okay.
It's a start. I think he's starting to understand what has to happen if he wants to actually play basketball going forward.
Skip, the man has missed 141 games over 3 seasons, and you at a 5.
If you told me it was a knee injury, I'd say, I don't know. I'm about out on him. But it's not only a hamstring, but this is weird because it seemed like it was almost healed, and he's playing 3-on-3. This is last week at home. And if you're going to miss multiple more weeks with then it got torn.
Skip, but to think about it, he's already missed 28 games because of the hamstring.
No, I don't get it. But wouldn't you say this is not a strain? This is a tear of your hamstring.
Exactly.
Okay.
And think about, Tyron Smith. Skip, he missed damn near the whole season with a torn quad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hell, Zion damn near big as Tyron Smith. Those things take time to heal. And Zion is young.
I was surprised Tyron Smith could come back at all, but he did.
So in 28 games, so what's that? That's 2 months.
Yeah.
So at conservative, he's going to miss 3 months of a 7-month NBA season, Skip. And he's already, in 3 years, He's averaging missing over 50 games a year. And you're telling me you at a 5? Based on what?
At a 5 based on the injury again.
Skip, but
again, you know and I know hamstrings do heal.
They do, but...
And once they heal, they can heal for good.
But Skip, here's the thing. It's not like he got ran into. Every injury he's had has been freak. When he blew out his shoe in Duke, that was a freak injury. Everything is freaky, but it's causing him to miss a significant amount of time.
Okay, I think you're describing somebody who's just fragile. They're just injury prone, as they say.
Yes.
Like the label is already always going to be injury prone, right? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Some guys are just born unlucky when it comes to your body. It just breaks, it tears.
I mean, Skip, I can only go by what I see. I mean,
I still think he's a good kid at heart.
Yes.
I think he wants to do the right thing. I think he didn't know what the right thing was to start with.
Right.
I don't like the binge eating because he was just binging. And once you're not playing basketball, most kids need basketball to stay in shape.
Well, when you're a big, Skip, when you're a big guy, and we see this a lot of times with athletes. Okay, when you retire, if you don't keep the same workout habits, but you keep the same eating habits, what's going to happen? That's why you see wide receivers and DBs sometimes look like old linemen and D linemen when they done.
I saw a couple at the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I was like, seriously?
So if he's not working, if he's not playing basketball, but he's still eating, and it's hard for young guys to come into the league, Skip. Normally they eat McDonald's and they eating Chick-fil-A and all that stuff, and there's not anything wrong with that in moderation.
He's a pizza lover.
Okay, pizza.
Yeah.
Skip, the man's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Skip, what the hell New Orleans known for?
Lead us not into temptation.
So
right?
you put the man on Temptation Island.
You are. I got it.
So that's
what hard for a kid. Like, you'll sit on an exercise bike, a stationary bike, and you'll crank away for an hour.
Yes.
I'll definitely sit on a bike and crank away for an hour. I'll trap myself on a
bike,
treadmill.
roll machine.
I'll do it.
Yes.
He has a hard time.
Yeah.
Most kids do, because it's hard. It is as boring as it gets.
I think the thing that helps me, Skip, I'm one of the few people. I eat for survival, not enjoyment.
Yep.
So I don't put a whole lot. I don't put seasoning. I don't put this, and I don't put that on my. When I go, and that's what John used to ask me. John always used to ask me. He said, "T, how do you do this?" I said, "The difference between you, me, and everybody else. Y'all eat for enjoyment. You love food. You like." I eat for survival.
Sometimes you eat for enjoyment.
Get a couple of. When Jenny brought me that king cake.
I know.
I was supposed to get beignets too. I waited 2 months to get my beignets like Zion waited to play.
Yep.
I see why she covered the Pelicans now. Yeah, it's the package deal.
You didn't eat the whole king cake by yourself.
I didn't. But Skip, I just don't know how you would get to be at a 5 based on what you see.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to hang on to the glimmer of hope that if you told me he had wrecked his knee, then he'll never be the same because he weighs too much and you're going to come down on that knee again and again.
Right.
If you told me he had a back injury that was career-threatening, it's hard to come through that because you're just going to keep banging down. Does he weigh 300?
Close.
Yeah.
But Skip, if you look at the way he walks, he kind of like side to side. So in other words, structurally, that is a lot of weight on somebody that's biomechanical, however the term you use, because Skip, that's a lot of weight. He's kind of knock-kneed. That's a lot of weight up and down, running up and down, and like I said, it's always the freakiness. Like you said, he didn't tear anything, but even when he did get hurt, it was all he did was jump up and land.
Yep.
What the hell you do in basketball, Skip? You jump up, you land. I don't know how you play basketball without doing one of those two things, jumping and landing.
No.
And like you, Skip, think about how he hurt his hamstring. Skip, he's dribbling up the court. He feels it and he hands the ball.
No, that's freaky because it didn't even look right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm still hanging in.
Zion, guys, does have a lot of great people around him. In his ear, Hall of Famer Teresa Weatherspoon, former NBA player Corey Brewer. They are really mentoring him through that, and that's going to help. All right, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. Guys, he's doing this darkness retreat. You think it's going to help him make a decision on next season?
You'll see the light.
Skip and Shannon discuss. Well played, Skip. Up next.